Milos, welcome to Doha. Give us your first impressions of this setup that the Socceroos have here in Qatar.
So obviously it's a pleasure to be here. It's an honour to be selected in the Socceroos World Cup squad. Being here in Qatar, in Doha, is obviously amazing. I think this facility is phenomenal. The training pitches are ridiculously good. The facilities we have, the gym is really good, the rooms are nice, the cafeteria is nice, the food's been really good, to be fair, as well. And I think in general the staff and the people that are working around the site are really good and friendly, and we've had so far a really good experience, and I think we're very blessed to be here, and I think it's going to be one of the best World Cups ever organised.
Can you talk us through your preparation for this tournament? You were one of the early arrivals. What have you been doing over the last few days to prepare?
Obviously, after my season finished in the MLS, I continued to train in America for the next maybe 10, 12 days. And then I flew to Serbia to see my wife and daughter and my family, who I haven't seen in 5 or 6 months. And then I continued to train with Red Star Belgrade, my old club, who welcomed me with open arms. And I appreciate that, and I'd love to thank him this way as well for that, for helping me prepare. And I was training there for a good 2 weeks every day. And I think I'm in peak shape and really fit and ready for this World Cup.
The Socceroos have played here quite a few times. Do you think that gives you an advantage?
I think it doesn't really give us a big advantage. I think the only thing it gives us is the knowledge of the pitch, the environment, and the atmosphere, what it could be like, and the weather in the stadiums, which is going to be a lot different than the weather outside. I think there won't be much of an advantage, just purely based on the fact that once you get into the stadium, the weather and the temperature is going to be like anywhere else in the world, and it's going to be the same for everyone. There's no heat, there's no humidity. But the only advantage I think we do have is the fact that we've been here over the last year and a half, 4 or 5 times to play different qualifying games.
And tell us a little bit about the early days and what you've been doing here in camp. Obviously, you now have a few more teammates to train with, early stages, but what's your training schedule like, and what are the conditions like? There's been a lot of talk about the conditions, and it is, despite the fact that it is winter, still quite warm.
Yeah, it is quite warm, and we are training in the evenings around 4 or 5 p.m. It is quite warm and humid, but I think it's good because you work up a sweat and you generally feel like you've done something really well. And the training's been quite good. Me and Mitchell Duke trained yesterday, and today again, the 2 of us, even though another couple of boys have come in, they'll just do a welcoming session. We'll do a bit more intense work, but the sessions have been quite good. Position specific training, which is good, and a bit of gym work. So it's good to get ticking over, and can't wait for all the boys to get in over the next couple of days and start training as a team.
It's your second World Cup. What did you learn from your first, and what can you bring as one of the senior players now in this squad?
Yep, I was in Russia, had a great experience, and I think the team in Russia was very different. We had a lot more experienced players and leaders like Milos Degenek and Tim Cahill and Mark Milligan, who were part of the squad. Those boys are not here, but I think Matty Ryan's here, Matthew Lake is here, Aziz is here, who are still leaders and who have been to the last World Cup as well, and myself, and Jackson Irvine as well. But I can bring obviously that calm nature and I guess that experience to help the boys if things are in need, of a bit of a conversation and outside of the pitch. But on the pitch, I can bring that calmness and that work ethic and the desire to win, and just my experience overall in these situations and playing against these players that we are bound to play against over the next couple of weeks, who I've played against most of them in the Champions League. So I'm looking forward to playing against some of them at the World Cup as well.
17 of the squad at a World Cup for the first time. What would your advice be to them?
Take it all in. I guess accept where you are. Be thankful that you're here. I guess it sinks in after you leave the camp. You'll probably think in that you're at a World Cup, and I guess just be proud and close your eyes for a minute and take it all in once you lay down in your room and realize that you're at a World Cup and you're representing not just your country, but you're representing your family and your friends and all the hard work you've done since you were a little boy and started playing football. But the most important thing is just smile, enjoy, because there's 832 players at this World Cup and you're one of them, and there's millions of footballers around the world, so you have to know how fortunate you are to be here.
And finally, a lot of work's been done to make you feel like you're at home here in the base at Aspire Academy. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that have been done to make it feel like an Australian home.
One of the nicest things is the cafeteria, and then I guess the coffee and tea from back home is done by Alexia, and she's doing a really good job. And I think in general that the artwork and the photos around camp are really good. And I think all of you guys, the staff, have been doing a really good job to make us feel like we're back home. And this camp and the base, I guess the rooms, the social room, the treatment rooms, the equipment room is all really high level, and I just think it makes us feel like we're at home with all the, I guess, green and gold colours and all the writing and the nice wishes from, I guess, the little kids that wrote nice wishes, and they're stuck around the hotel, so it's a nice little touch.
Thank you, Milos.
Thank you.